Welcome to a new video. Today I'm going to be showcasing all the SMGs in Call of Duty Modern Warfare. The first SMG that we have is the AUG. The AUG's iron sights is probably one of the upper iron sights of any weapon. You do not need to use an optic on this weapon, and if you do, I think you were. What is wrong with you? I will also be showing you the best attachments that you can use in this weapon, and the recoil patterns, and how you can stabilize the recoil. I'm going against bots, so I do not get sweat on by actual sweats. As you can see, the time to kill is not very long.
Yeah, tracked it down.
I think you do need an extended mag on this. It only has 25 rounds. For an SMG, that is not a lot. But this SMG is basically like an AR. They should have put this in ARs. Range is unreal. But, yeah. Definitely one of my favorite SMGs. Probably top 3. I will be ranking them at the end. So, let's cut to the next SMG. Okay, welcome back to the next. They're coming. Alright, whatever. Okay, welcome back to the next SMG. The next SMG that we have is the P90. The iron sights on the P90 is actually pretty good. I like these iron sights. They're coming again. Alright, whatever. I like these iron sights a lot. Not more than the AUG. I think the AUG probably has the best iron sights. I wouldn't say the best, it has the second best iron sights. But the P90 definitely has really good iron sights. No need to use an optic on this weapon. Time to kill, pretty good. Let me show you time to kill. Bots come back. I think I find a bot. Time to kill is amazing. You don't need an extended mag, it holds 50. Probably you want to use sleight of hand because, you know,
enemy at the center.
It does take a minute to reload. Okay, we're not going to talk about that. The recoil. I mean, the hipfire accuracy is not the best. If you're going for hipfire kills, I recommend putting a 5 megawatt laser on it. As you can see, it's not very accurate, but gets the job done. For sure. So yeah, that is my opinion on the P90. Let's go to the next weapon. Okay, welcome back to the next SMG that we have is the MP5. MP5 has, hands down, the best iron sights ever, okay? Well, not the best iron sights ever. There's a lot of great weapons with better iron sights than this, but this has probably the best iron sights in Modern Warfare for an SMG, 100%. Yeah. The MP5 is probably second best SMG in my opinion. I'm not gonna tell you the first because we are not at the first, but this hands down has the best SMG iron sights. It's also amazing for time to kill. And you should already know what the attachments are gonna be. It's gonna be the usual pro loadout.
Put it down.
But the time to kill for no attachments on it is pretty freaking solid. That's all I really have for this weapon. Oh yeah, hipfire accuracy. Yep. Hipfire accuracy close up is pretty good, but if you're far away, it's not going to be good at all. Recoil, pretty much no recoil. Then recoil gets pretty bad. But yeah, that's all for the MP5. Let's move on to the next SMG. Okay, the next SMG that we have on the list is the Uzi. The Uzi is probably one of the lower SMGs. I don't like it. It's terrifying. I do not like the Uzi that much, but you know, you might like the Uzi. The Uzi's iron sights I do not like, but some people do. It just depends on who you are. I guess it kind of does look like the MP5s, but it feels weird because it has those two little things sticking up. I just don't like it. If you use an optic on it, I can understand. And yeah, the time to kill with the Uzi is pretty fast. You can make this weapon really good. And I am talking about really good if you use the right attachments. Wow! If you use the right attachments. And just so you know, I am going to be showing you all the attachments that you should use on all the SMGs. But also, all these are just my opinion, so you can use your own attachments with the SMG perfectly fine. I know there's probably better ones, but the ones that I'm showing you are the ones that I personally use, and the ones that I think are personally the best. So, the next thing I'm going to show you is recoil. As you can see, it's pretty accurate for recoil. Not recoil, hip fire. It's recoil if you are a Russian. It's pretty nice. It's just a straight line.
Specialist achieved.
It's very good. I just don't really like it with no attachments. Now, if we're talking about with some attachments now, it's amazing attachments. Okay, let's get right on to the next SMG. Okay, the next SMG that we have is the PP-19 Bison. The Bison, pretty solid for no attachments. I do like the iron sights. Probably on the better hand of iron sights, in my opinion. Time to kill, pretty fast, as a gun should be. It's really not much safe for this weapon. It's hands down probably one of the best SMGs in COD, in every COD, because Bison's normal for every COD. I recommend this weapon if you are trying to get your SMGs platinum. I recommend doing this one first because it has the biggest round, it has the biggest mag, it does probably more damage than most of them except for the AUG and MP5, or you could do the MP5 first. Its hipfire accuracy is pretty solid because this weapon is meant for doing things like hipfire. Can't actually kill him. Recoil is good for a what's it called? It's good for SMG with a big mag. You can control this recoil on your own. Like that. Yeah, this is a really good SMG. Let's get right on to the next one. The next SMG we have is the MP5. pretty solid. MP5 has amazing iron sights. If you use an iron sights on an MP5, you are weird. You are a weird person. There's no need for an iron sight. Ah! There's no need. There's no need for an iron sights on the MP5.
There.
Time to kill, fast. Fire accuracy. There's this one bot. There's a bot over here. How many of them actually?
Okay.
Hit fire accuracy.
Got you, bastard.
Close. Hit fire accuracy. Long. Oh, let's just say long range. 5, I guess. I should get them to come this way. I have an amazing class. I use the MP5 for some of the games that you play. I use the MP5 for most of the games that I play. If I play game battles, I use the MP5. It's really good. MP5 probably, yes, probably one of the best SMGs. I know I say probably one of the best SMGs a lot. Just don't know what else to say. This is something new with the YouTube thingy. Recoil, line going kind of to the right a little bit. You can control the recoil on your own. But you can also add things to make your recoil control a lot better. Okay, let's get right on to the next SMG. The next SMG that we have is the Striker. Striker has really good iron sights. I don't really like the Striker that much. I used it, and it's really good. It's just that there is a lot more SMGs that are better than it. Striker has a really small really small mag, but kills super quickly, as you can see. If I can hit my shots. Wow. took long enough, but yeah, Striker is really good as a starting weapon, I guess. I don't really want to call it a starting weapon because it's not a starting weapon. Yeah, there's nothing really more to say about the Striker. Hit fire accuracy is not accurate at all. Yeah, get hit with skips. That's funny. Alright. Recoil for the Striker, I think it's actually like as you can see, recoil pretty good. You can also just control that on your own.
Enemy at the forklift.
Yeah, Striker pretty solid SMG on its own. But I don't really like it that much. Okay, let's get on to the next SMG, I guess. Now our brand new SMG that we got some Modern Warfare in Season 4 is the Vector. Well, not the Vector, but I'm not even going to try to say the name of it, even though I know it's pretty easy to say. No, this is a Vector. Iron sights are just like Ghost. It gives me those Ghost vibes. Vector, 25 round mag. You have to put the 40 round mag on it to be good, or it's not going to be good at all. But for just a weapon on its own, pretty good. Time to kill, fast, fire rate, insane. That's probably is gonna get nerfed in the future, but the fire rate's insane on this weapon. Awesome. Recoil, as you can see, not amazing. Could be better. As you can see, also takes a little while for you to reload as well. But you know, Vector, really good weapon in my opinion. I want to see if I can finish it. Finish him. But yeah, that's for the SMGs for you. Now I'm going to show you the best attachments you can use for the SMGs. Let's get right into it. Hello, welcome. So we have the AUG right here, the setup that I use in multiplayer. I use the extended barrel, tac laser, forged tac CQB comm, stippled grip tape, it's stippled grip tape, and NATO 60 round drum mag. The reason I use a drum mag is because the 30 round mag just isn't enough for me whenever I'm playing multiplayer, mostly because of my aim's trash. This makes your range insanely high, your damage insanely high, but it does make your fire rate pretty low and your control pretty bad. Mobility goes up a little bit. Your ADS speed is pretty slow, but it's like a normal one, but just a little bit slower basically. The next weapon we have is the P90. I like to use the FSS 10.6 Pro. That gives you more range. That's why I use that one. I like to use the fly strap because the ADS speed on this is already high, so I use the fly strap. I like to use sleight of hand because P90's reload speed is slow, and stippled grip tape for both of them because this gives you recoil control and this gives you ADS speed, and rate to fire speed. Next up we have the MP5. I use the monolithic suppressor barrel, not the actual monolithic suppressor, because I use a monolithic suppressor barrel because it gives you more range. Then I like to use the FTAC collapsal for ADS speed, sleight of hand because reload speed, stippled grip tapes for ADS speed, and the 10mm auto 30 round magazines. This gives you damage and range. It does take off your fire rate, but the MP5 is already insanely fast fire rate. It doesn't really matter. The Uzi, if you have this unlocked, use the FSS Carbine Pro. If you do not use the 16.5 factory carbine, it's almost the same thing, just takes a little bit of the range off. If you do not have this, all you gotta do is put a 50 round mag on, put a 5 megawatt laser on, and get hit fire kills in hardcore. Then you'll be able to get this real quick. Use that. It makes your damage and your range go up. Then you want to use stippled grip tape, sleight of hand, and then FSS close quarter stocks. It makes your ADS speed higher, and I don't like to use no stock because it makes your recoil go up. Next up on the list we have the PP19 Bison. I like to use the muzzle brake for recoil control, the 8.7 steel for range, no stock, sleight of hand, and stippled grip tape. The no stock is what makes your recoil go up. That's why I use the muzzle brake to make the recoil basically even out. Sleight of hand, so like this takes a long time to reload, so if you use sleight of hand it doesn't take as long, but still pretty long. Stippled grip tape for the ADS, of course. Next, my favorite weapon my favorite weapon, yes. MP7. Now the attachments that I use in game or in actual game battles, it's the same thing that I use in multiplayer. I use the monolithic suppressor FSS recon barrel. This makes your damage range, bullet velocity, and recoil control. It's probably the best barrel. Monolithic suppressor for range, of course. FSS close quarters stock because it makes your ADS speed pretty good. And I don't like to use no stock because it makes the recoil go up. So it's basically like the regular Uzi. But if you use the FSS recon barrel, first off, your recoil control is already better, and you can shoot long range and barely ever miss. Sorry for that voice crack. The next thing that I use is sleight of hand, just because I rush and use my magazine real quick. Yeah, stippled grip tape, because why not? It's basically on every weapon. The striker. I only used this one time, so I had to make a class, and I think this is the class that I would probably use. The 30mm poly barrel for the damage, range, and bullet velocity. Stock, I want to use the FSS Guardian because the ADS speed is already pretty high on this. Your hollow point tips are blocking your what's it called? Rear grip. Or not the hollow point tips. God, I'm so stupid. Your FSS Guardian is. Next thing you want to use is the Merc Forge grip for your recoil control. My bad, I didn't mean to exit out of that real quick. What did I just get rid of? Am I only using 4 attachments? I swear I put sleight of hand on here. And there's sleight of hand. I'm probably people are gonna disagree with me on this one. I like to use the ZLR-18 Deadfall because it makes your damage rating, recoil control, bullet velocity, and sound suppression. It makes your ADS go down though. Some people like to use this ZLR-16 Apex barrel and put the this barrel on. I disagree. I just use this one. Yeah. Forged Tack CQS because ADS speed, sleight of hand, stipple grip tape, and of course the 40-round drum mag. And that is it for this video. If you have any more suggestions, please leave them down in the comments because pretty new to this. I need ideas. So yeah, make it Modern Warfare related, or you can really say anything. If I do not have the game, I'm going to not do it, of course, but please make it Modern Warfare related because that's one thing that I want to focus on this channel is Modern Warfare. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.